Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, this should
Um,
be a fun evening. We're going to be joined in a minute by another fellow committee member, Mike Shaughnessy, and he's the one that's been collecting these wonderful karaoke performances all around uh, West Seattle, and we'll have some fun surprises and some very funny moments coming up.
all right. And Jeff, I was able to help you out with a couple of
I saw that. Yeah,
uh, things.
that was great. Thank
Yeah,
you for that.
you bet.
So is Mike able to let other people in if they're in the waiting room, as far as you know, for the
We're going to
Zoom
have to
part?
rely on him because he didn't share it. I don't have access to the waiting room.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I think people will be able to until he gets here. If anybody is in the waiting room, please be patient. We are also live on Facebook right now, and so we're just kind of getting started here. And Mike's now just joining us.
I think I'm ready. I'm starting to let people in.
Excellent.
Excellent. So you're in charge of letting folks in. Hey, Kathy. Hello, everybody. If as you're coming in to our karaoke rock concert tonight, it'd be awesome if you could put your name on the screen in case we don't. Wait, that man right there with the fireplace in the background, he shouldn't be here. Wait, it's Bennett.
Oh, yeah. And actually, just so everybody knows, on the Zoom side, and actually this will be true on Facebook Live, you will be muted in the Zoom. So even though it'd be fun to say hi to everybody, we're not sure how many people are going to come, and so we're starting with a muted situation, but you will have your video showing. So make sure not to take your computer to the bathroom with you.
And welcome, everybody. We are glad to see you. My name is Deb Barker. I am a member of the Save the Stone Cottage LLC and Save the Stone Cottage team. With
And
us tonight is Jeff McCord, who gets to introduce himself.
yes, so I'm Jeff McCord, and I am going to be running the trivia side of things tonight. The way that the trivia is going to work is that people will have a chance to hear me read the trivia questions at the end of each performance, and then Deb is going to be the moderator in the chat. So what you'll be doing if you want to participate in the trivia, please follow the instructions about going to the Zoom part, because that's the participatory part. If you're watching on Facebook Live, that's great. You can see how everybody's performing and all that. But to actually participate in the trivia, make sure to follow the Zoom link and get admitted to the room. And you're going to use the chat to type your answers. Deb will know who answers first, and therefore they will get the points. And then we'll probably have to take a few hours to tally things at the end. But if you do come back and check, we'll make sure to publish that on our website and all of our social media, including the Facebook page. So we'll announce who wins and what the leaders are and things like that. We're going to be competing for the 4th Story Stone of this series. And you'll get a great honor to actually get a Story Stone that will be sent to you. And you'll also get a gift certificate for a local restaurant in West Seattle for either eat-in, outdoors, or takeout, and also, of course, bragging rights.
And while you're waiting for us to get going, or even if you're just needing to see another screen, remember that you can go to savethestonecottage.org, and there is a big button there that says, we want to donate. If you click on that button, that'll take you right to our GoFundMe page. And we right now are at $64,343, but we're trying to get to $110,000. So any help you can give us tonight to get to that $110,000, it would rock. Get it?
Yes,
Rock.
rock.
Okay. Okay.
I know that there are some people waiting to be let in. Mike will be monitoring that and will let people in as he sees people come into the waiting room if you're planning to participate in the trivia. And in just a couple of minutes, Mike is going to introduce the first performer and song, and then we will start the trivia immediately following that.
Good point. And just to throw the focus over at Mike, BJ's asked a chat question to clarify that you're recording this for our Save the Stone Cottage.
As always,
posterity.
BJ, thank you for being my director.
She
Well,
is awesome.
It's a working hazard.
Yeah, I will turn on recording as we speak.
Cool. Cool. All right.
Okay, so Mike, how would you feel about introducing the first performer and what they're going to be singing?
All right, well, bear with us, folks. We're figuring this technology out, and hopefully it's all working. I think we're live streaming to Facebook.
Yeah.
And then the other part is I hope I got the right video for the right song for the right cue. So we'll see how this part goes. This first one here is one of my favorites. This was the West Seattle
All your
Junction,
favorites.
the West Seattle Junction Association. We're gonna just kick this off with one of the best ones, so Laura can go to bed. Laura Radford and Steve Thiele, they're the ones who keep the Junction the entire junction running smooth and keeps everyone in business down there. And Laura refused to participate, but with the help of Steve Thiele, we managed to convince her to do it. So here we are with our first video.
Arizona, all the way to Tacoma, Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA, Northern California, where the girls are warm, so I could be with you, baby, yeah. Keep on rocking me, baby. Keep on rocking me, baby. Keep on rocking me, baby.
Easy.
Keep on rocking me, baby.
Hey, it's the Junction Association here. You guys need to help save the Stone Cottage.
Do it.
Woo!
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Woo! All right.
So as Mike was alluding to, we had a great time with that because we had to time it with the always walk with the 25 seconds that it gives us. And we actually did it in one take. And the hilarious thing that happened at the very end was we found ourselves dead in the middle of the intersection on the star with the lights all changed to green. And that you heard a little beep at the very end there. That was one of the impatient vans that wanted to get through the intersection, but we had a good old time filming that one. So I'm going to start by the first three trivia questions. Keep in mind that you can type your answers if you know them in the chat. If anybody needs to know where the chat is, it's at the bottom of your Zoom page, and there's a little chat bubble, and that will open up the chat window. And feel free to type to everyone, because basically it's the first correct answer that will get the point. So here's the first question. According to the lyrics of Steve Miller's song Rockin' Me, where did the protagonist travel from to get to Tacoma? Was it Phoenix, Arizona, Northern California, or Atlanta? Where did the protagonist of the song travel from to get to Tacoma?
All right, we've got a winner. And we had three people with the correct answer, but the first one in was Dan Jacobs.
Dan, congratulations, you're correct.
Congratulations, Dan. Do we know how to get a hold of you, Dan?
Well, I think
We're just keeping number one. I've got your name down.
yeah, I think what we'll have to do is when we tally everything, we can kind of announce the screen names and hopefully whomever it is can get in touch with us if we announce that they're the leaders or
Okay.
the winners. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Did
Second
you
question.
did
What?
you mention that in the chat? People should chat to just you, Deb.
That's kind of, no, I didn't. Do we want to do that?
Well, then
I
other
think it's
people. Oh, I guess you don't
because
need
it's
to.
all in order. I think
Yeah.
we're okay about
Yeah.
just having it be to everyone. But thank you for that question, Mike. That's a or whomever suggested that. Question number 2.
All right.
And in the time of COVID, you can hear our dog Alfie, who's a very loud barker downstairs.
Mine's asleep.
Question number 2. Which one of the following events or recurring public services does the West Seattle Junction Association not put on themselves as the primary organizer? Is it West Seattle Outdoor Movies, Art Walk, or the West Seattle Neighborhood Farmers Market? Which one of the three are they not the primary organizer of? Of course, they
Laura, I
participate in.
don't think you can answer this.
Yeah, Laura's disqualified.
Right.
Okay, I think we do
All
have.
right.
somebody
We
that got
have,
it right.
oh, hang on. We have a winner.
Cindy, it looks like.
West Seattle Farmers Market, the first person to answer that, because several people did answer the correct, give the correct answer of the farmers. The Neighborhood Farmers Market is put on by the Seattle Neighborhood Farmers Market, even though we all think of the Junction Association doing it, but Cindy Small was the first person to answer that question.
And at some point, maybe when you hear that you are answering some correctly, if you can just privately text to Deb or chat to Deb in the chat to
And that
Deb
would be
only,
Deb Barker.
at Deb Barker, and that way she'll know how to reach the winner at the end.
Perfect. All right. So
Okay.
one more question.
Yeah, one more question in this sequence. What year was Steve
Ooh.
Miller inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And in this case, we're doing the closest answer gets 3 points. So this is a good hefty one. Second closest gets 2 points. Third closest gets 1 point, and all others won't get a point. So what year was Steve Miller inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? It's okay to guess the year. The closest to the correct answer gets 3 points. Second closest gets 2 points, and third closest gets 1 point.
That means we have to do math.
Yeah, we have to do a little
All
math.
right. We do have a winner.
We have somebody that's dead on accurate with
Yes.
the answer. We're gonna call it at this point as
As a
accepted.
winner.
Yeah.
And we
So
got
and that
Shaughnessy's
year,
iPad 2. Who is that?
is it Jen?
That would be my wife upstairs.
All right. Jen,
She's
Shaughnessy.
disqualified.
she can yeah, we'll discuss that
All
later. But we do also have a second place person, and so basically they get 2 points, and then third place gets 1 point. So Deb, if you want to do some math, I'll let you do
Oh, really? I don't do math in public.
that.
All right. So what is it? Laura and then Lauren?
Yes.
right.
Laura and then Lauren. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
There we
it.
are. We got our first, second, third place on that.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations, winners. And
So now we're gonna-
anybody else who wanted to win it but didn't, remember that you can go to SaveTheStoneCottage.org and donate your win.
That's true. Yeah. So now turn it back over to Mike for the next song.
Woo.
All right. Well, this one, sometimes you have to make a call out to celebrities in the West Seattle area. And we were fortunate enough to have who's currently known as Casper Baby Pants. But when I grew up, when I was younger, he was Chris Ballou of the Presidents of the United States of America. So here we go.
You know why I roll? I'll tell you. 'Cause I'm a rolling stone. I roll. 'Cause I'm a rolling stone. Yeah. Woo. I roll. 'Cause I'm a rolling stone. Oh yeah, that's why I roll.
Hey, this is Casper Baby Pants, also known as Chris Ballou from the Presidents of the United States of America. Please help save the stone